Very warm welcome to everyone. We welcome you once again to another class on this series of Sanchar of the Vestralex free online community classes on law. Today, we have the honor and privilege of having this candid conversation with Shri Baljit Singh Dhir sir. Sir is a very senior mentor, expert, guide, lawyer par excellence, and absolute sweetheart, so to say. Because I take this liberty to say simply because I've had the occasion and opportunity of getting to know sir through this endeavor itself. This is the second time that we're having the privilege of hosting sir, and the first time we had the privilege was on 15th of August, sir. That was the class on arbitration and the alternative dispute redressal mechanisms. And so I still remember was very much unwell, and it was the COVID time. And at that point, that was the COVID second wave. And at that point of time, how situation and things were, and at that point of time, so still he, because sir had given us a time that he will be with us, he will be there to teach us and guide us. So took that time, so went ahead with the class. He taught us, and that class I'll put the link for everyone to refer to and see. But today's class is primarily it's a conversation. So this is a concept that started with the guidance of Muralidhar sir, wherein he said that enough of just teaching. Anyone who's curious will definitely find the ways. But what exactly, how to study, what to study, what exactly is the journey, what exactly is the process that we will try to explore today through the journey of Dhir sir. So very very warm welcome to you.
Thank you. First of all, thank you very much, Keshav and Gulshanji, for bringing me here today. And as you rightly said, I had an opportunity to be with you on 15th August 21. So that was a COVID time, a tough time. But then, of course, we all sailed through. And my best wishes to you once again for whatever you have been doing and whatever you have done till now and whatever you will be doing in the future. All the best to you. And we look forward to seeing you climb your stairs of success very soon and reaching the top.
Sir, I'm certain with your blessings, sir, definitely so many kids have had the occasion and privilege of your blessings, and everyone for their success. At the end of the day, sir, it's just the seniors who guide and show the way, who guide the path for us. So, sir, considering that it's a conversation,
Yeah.
so ideally, sir, my plan is very simple for this. Sir, I want to explore your journey. At the same time, obviously, it's absolutely open to everyone who has joined to put forward their questions as well, whatever they may choose to, think that may be necessary as a conversation topic with you. So we'll take the questions also. I request everyone to kindly share whatever questions are there in the chat box, and we'll have that question answer session specifically towards the very end. But let's start with the journey. So, what I understand, sir, little bit, I'll try to hold back of my knowledge, but I'll still try to curiously ask you. So, sir, Delhi High Court. So, how did Delhi happen in your life? Like, where does Delhi fit in your life?
You see, actually, Delhi had to fit in because I am a Delhiite. I was born and brought up in Delhi. My schooling has been in Delhi, and I had the privilege to be in St. Xavier's, which at my point of time was one of the topmost schools, considered to be a topmost school. So thereafter, schooling, I joined Delhi University, did my BCom, but of course, law was never there in my mind because I, in fact, belong to a family of lawyers because my dad was a first generation lawyer, having migrated from Pakistan. He started his journey and he had the opportunity to be with one of the finest lawyers of his time, Justice R.S. Narula. He eventually became the Chief Justice of Punjab, Haryana, and the Governor of Punjab also. So Dad was with him for about 3, 4 years. Thereafter, he started his practice. And incidentally, we had the office in our residence only. And whenever I used to see him working, because there was no time at that point of time, After coming back from the office, from the courts, the office used to start. An office used to start around 5:30 and go until 11, 12, and even 1 o'clock also. So when I used to see this, it used to I never used to feel comfortable. I said, what kind of a profession is this? I mean, you don't have life, you don't have a family life. So I decided, no, I'm not going to take this as a profession, and I'm going to go out of the country. But as luck could have it, my dad had a very huge library at that point of time when he was practicing. And they used to be my life. So who's going to take care of the library? One person should come in the profession. So looking to that, I said, okay, let me give it a try. And I, by default, entered this profession. And then now I'm here before you, as luck would have it. Whatever I am because of the person behind me. So
So we start with the naman to sir. Her bunch saying, Dhir sir, he's been, sir, from what I understand, his name is still on the walls of the High Court. So he's had a very exceptional career, and I can only imagine the kind of an influencer, us being a first generation, so me being a first generation lawyer, sir himself being a first generation lawyer. So I can only imagine. So before we go into all the intricacies of things, so a little bit about sir, if you can just tell us, how did you, sir, you mentioned that he had, obviously there were a lot of challenges that you got to see. So a little bit about what was his idea or what was his take of law, which you got in the early before you became a lawyer, sir? What did you get from sir then?
he actually was a very laborious kind of a lawyer. He remained a very laborious lawyer, and a very good civil lawyer of his during his time. His specialty at one point of time was motor accidents, so he was considered to be an authority on that. And there was time when Delhi High Court was not there, and people used to go to Shimla, Chandigarh. So he used to do up and down, and thereafter, in formation of Delhi High Court in '63, I think, then he switched over here, and I think then he started climbing the ladder, and then, as luck would have it, he became the secretary of the High Court Bar. Also remained president or vice president of the bar, and also was there in the BCD Bar Council of Delhi for 3 terms. Then in the BCI also. So I mean, he was a person who was a self-made man, but he had actually he had focus. Whatever he used to decide, he used to do it. He never used to let it go away or pass over. He said, no, I have to do it, I have to do it. You will be surprised. I mean, one thing very few people know, Delhi High Court directory was published in 1975 for the first time, and incidentally he was the secretary of the bar. What he did, he said, you people go out of Delhi. I'm not going to let you stay in Delhi. He sent us out, and left behind, he compiled the directory and got it published and printed and everything. And the directory was there in July or August of '75, I think, for the first time. And once that was there, then Mr. S.K. Puri, he also probably improved upon it, and then it kept on. So that's how he used to work. So what I saw, what I used to see in him, that I tried to little bit of it. I also tried to do, but I think he no other person could do what he did.
So, but I must just put forward one thing humbly, that so his the laborious aspects of his work, so that I see translate into your efforts and into how you also try to ensure that at least for young guys that I've seen, and this is something which I must say to everyone, that one thing which I really appreciate about you, sir, is that you're absolutely accessible at any point of time, and you're always available for any kind of problems which any young lawyer which I have seen so far has, and you take their issues and you make them your own. So it's a blessing actually in that sense, and we with that, sir, we pay our homage to sir, that we have you because of him today.
Thank you so very much for saying that. That's a little bit what I'm trying to, because that's what I probably inculcated from him. how he used to do, how he used to help people. Whenever people used to come for any kind of guidance, he used to go out of the way to do it. So that's a little bit of it which I am also trying to do if I can do. So I think that is what I should be doing, and I will do also. It's not that I'm doing it here, but I that's my habit right from my when I was in the college or I was in the law faculty also. Incidentally, I was the additional secretary of the law faculty. So there also people used to ask me my attendance, my this, my that. So I used to go out of the way and try to help them out. That is
So I
probably
think so I think all students will directly associate with that attendance bit, because I think we've all had that proxy for our friends,
yeah.
and those friends, they have that proxy. So I think Supreme Court also very recently just had that thing against the proxy, wherein they said that only advocates who are present in the court, only their attendance be marked,
Yes.
not otherwise. वरना तो सारे दोस्तों की proxy लगती थी.
हम
तो
लोग आते थे ना लॉ फैकल्टी में अपनी अटेंडेंस लगवा देते थे वो क्लास में होता नहीं था हम पीछे से आवाज दे के बोलते थे पेरेंट्स होता था बदमाशी तो हमने भी की है अपने टाइम में थोड़ी बहुत तो की है ज्यादा नहीं की तो
सर आप तो ये सर यही सब हम थोड़ा थोड़ा सीख के कोशिश कर रहे हैं, थोड़ी थोड़ी हमें भी मौका मिल जाए. अब तो सर बहुत ही कम स्कोप हो गया बदमाशी का. So, but sir, before law faculty,
yeah.
during your school time, sir, at that
Yes.
point of time, how was it growing up? Because you mentioned that there were challenges, since sir was a first generation lawyer, and first generation lawyers have to put in absolutely their entire soul into the profession, otherwise it does not manifest. So there were certain challenges which you would have felt at the family front. But sir, in itself, so how was schooling at that point of time, sir? And so, if you can also tell us, sir, at what was it a time frame around which you were in school?
See, I was in school from 1960, Xavier's from 1965 to 77, I think. That's the time. Because ours was the last batch of CBSE. Thereafter, I think 10 plus 2 started. But as in the school, we had a great time. So I was fond of sports also. So I had been a sportsman. I used to play cricket and hockey for the school team. Then I represented the Delhi under 22 also, under 19 also. So that's how it is. But we had a lot of fun there. Well, it was just we used to bunk as it is. We used to bunk the classes also. I used to help people getting out of the class. They should say, you have to go. I said, okay, go. I'll help you out. Don't go. So, but ours was the, you will be surprised to know that 77 batch, our batch was the finest batch which we have ever produced in the school. 77 science and commerce, all India toppers in our group, in our 77 batch. So and result was also about I think 100%. There was no failure, nothing of that sort. We used to play, we used to fool around also, but never compromise with the studies.
Absolutely, sir. That's still evident. So, since you mentioned the science and commerce, so
Yes.
sir, was engineering or something of that sort never on the cards?
Well, I had never thought about. I was a commerce student. I took commerce. Actually I was a little weak in my mathematics, so I said no, nothing doing. Let me go for leave the maths on one side and go for accounts. So I took up this commerce and I could get through well in college also, and thereafter got admission in the law faculty.
Fantastic. And so balance sheets are वो match हो जाते सर मेरे तो
वो मैच करना करना पड़ता था तो कर भी लेते थे करवा भी लेते थे बड़ा सिंपल होता था उसमें ऐसा कुछ था नहीं कभी कोई जरूरत पड़ी तो किसी को कह दिया यार जरा मैच करवा दे हमारी मैच नहीं हो रही that's how it is so and secondly I must tell you my brother also younger brother was also from the same school and he was a science student and after doing science he switched over to commerce and became a CA. He did a CA in the first attempt. That's how it is. And now he's in the US and he's a CPA there. So we had the, I think he was
Yeah,
also,
sir. Keshav sir is facing some technical glitch, so he might be joining again. Just sir, give us a second, sir. Hello, hello, hello.
yeah.
Am I audible, sir? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
So
yes.
Keshav sir is having some issues. with regards to your mic. So he might be joining in a few seconds, sir. Sorry for the interruption, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you
No, no,
so
no,
much, sir.
no
Thank you
problem.
so
No
much.
problem. No problem.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
you are
yes,
audible.
Yes, yes. No.
yes, yes, yes. No.
Okay, fantastic. So, sir, again, so you were just discussing the challenges of technology, and sir, they are right in front of us. So, sir, कुछ ऐसा सर ऐसी कोई स्कीम हो सकती है कि जितने यंग वकील हैं उन सबको एक एक मैकबुक और एक एक कुछ एप्पल का कुछ टैबलेट वगैरह दे दिया जाए, कोई
भाई,
इंटरनेट का स्टाइपेंड कुछ कर दिया जाए कि सबको इंटरनेट के 10,000 रुपए महीने के मिलेंगे.
अभी ऐसा एज सच अभी कहना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाएगा, बट ऑफ कोर्स यू मस्ट बी अवेयर, हम लोगों ने कोविड के पीरियड में वी हेल्प्ड अ लॉट ऑफ द लॉयर्स हु वर अनएबल टू सस्टेन. But yes, this is not a bad idea. We can discuss about it with the committee and also the government, Delhi government. We can take their help also if it's possible.
So it will be really, sir, मैं तो sir, I
But,
was
but
just taking a shot at it,
now,
but if it can work out, it's amazing, sir.
yeah, we can. But the question is nowadays everybody is computer savvy. You know, they walk out of the college with the I think they have the iPad, or of course every mobile phone is these days Android phone. They are working on that also, so that they don't need any other thing then. But still, yes, we can discuss about it with the committee.
Certainly, sir. Certainly, sir. If it, sir, again, sir, I heard that some bar councils in southern India. I'll just
Mhm.
check. I'm really sorry that I don't have that detail as of right now exactly, but that
I
they
think
had
there
put
is
in
some
some
order from
stipend.
the Chennai. I think Chennai High Court had passed some order. I think.
So it
Yes,
was so
I am also.
so landmark, sir. It was so amazing because sir, coming from law faculty, all of us, sir, I understand that our fees was 2,500 rupees for a semester. And when I see today, sir, how things are today, like people spend that kind of money, and people coming from private colleges, they spend a lot of money on just purely their education itself. So in that kind of things, I think first of all, it's a blessing that we have this opportunity, but also at the same time, considering that advocacy is such a profession that we need people from all walks of life. Definitely there are a lot of people who don't have that kind of privileges, financial privileges, so to say. So a lot of my friends also, I am also one of those guys, right, that we do most of our work is charity technically, so to say. So it will be really great if we can get some sort of support, but that's again,
No, we
that's
will
apart from
separately.
the conversation.
You must have heard the enrollment amount has come down. That BCD, which was they were charging, now it has practically come down to one third what they were charging earlier. So
Certainly, sir.
that so we will look into that. We will try to work something if we can.
Absolutely, sir. And that's actually caused a lot of, how do I say, advantage to a lot of young guys who I've met very recently and who have just enrolled in the bar as well. So it's kudos to the courts, kudos to the bar for taking such fantastic steps for promotion of advocacy. So, sir, now, sir,
See,
if with your permissions, I seek to come back to the conversation with you, sir, where we try to explore your perspectives.
hmm,
So, sir, that was about school. So, you had commerce, and with that, sir, again, same challenges. I understand. So, I think I was mentioning just the tallying of the balance sheets. That's a was a major issue, I think, which all of my batchmates had, because sir, हमारी टैली भी हो जाती थी बैलेंस शीट, तो ऐसे होता था कि अमाउंट कुछ आंसर कुछ और होता था, लेकिन हमारे दूसरे अमाउंट पे टैली हो जाती थी. So you used to be very
तो
happy.
हमारे को तो वो प्रिंसिपल तीन हमारे टीचर ने बताए थे. डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट, डेबिट द गिवर, क्रेडिट द टेकर. और वो क्या तीसरा एक और था, वो हमने याद रखे हुए थे, तो हम उसी फॉर्मूला पे चलते थे कि भाई ऐसे होता है, ऐसे करना है, वी हैव टू डू लाइक दिस. बट वी हैड अ प्रॉब्लम आल्सो, बट देन आवर टीचर्स वर सच they used to go out of the way to help us. You see, earlier, that time, teachers were also very cooperative. They used to go out of the way. They said, if you have a problem, come and see us. So that's how we could go, we could sail through.
एब्सोल्युटली सर. अगेन सर, यही है सर, सेम वही आप हमें वो जो गुरु वाला जो आपके टीचर्स ने आपके लिए किया सर, सेम चीज आप हमारे लिए कर रहे हैं. तो इट्स जस्ट अ ब्लेसिंग फॉर अस. इट्स जस्ट गेटिंग कैरीड फॉरवर्ड.
भाई कोशिश तो हम
सो
करते
सर,
हैं.
which college did you do your
I was from STTB Khalsa College, Delhi University. Commerce
faculty
वहाँ
also
से
not
बीकॉम
campus?
किया वहाँ से, और एंड CLC से लॉ किया.
सीएस की तो सर लॉ फैकल्टी में मैंने चीजें सीखी सर. एक मेरे को समझ में आया, टिल देन आई हैड नो आइडिया अबाउट पॉलिटिक्स. तब मेरे को समझ में पॉलिटिक्स होती क्या है. आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी गुड बेस फॉर पीपल टू लर्न पॉलिटिक्स. एंड सर चाय पीनी सीखी मैंने वहां पर.
भाई हमारे टाइम में भी वो एक माना जाता था, जितने भी सिविल IAS एस्पिरेंट्स होते थे, दे यूज्ड टू टेक एडमिशन in law to appear ultimately for that. That used to be their goal at that point of time. बहुत कम लोग उस टाइम प्रोफेशन में आते थे. I think 80% of the people used to be sitting in the library studying for their IAS, and rest of them used to be doing tafri. And now the things have reversed. That time I think साल में 500-600 lawyer enroll होता था. Now it is 15,000 per year. You can well imagine how things have gone up and how people have started taking it seriously. Earlier it was जिसको कहीं एडमिशन नहीं मिली, लॉ कर लो. That was the general principle which people used to say, चल यार लॉ कर लेते हैं, और तो एडमिशन मिल नहीं रही. तब तो सिर्फ purely it was on the basis of your marks. But now of course everything is written examination, entrance examination. So nothing can be manipulated there.
Certainly, sir. Certainly, it's actually quite nice, and also the heritage that from law faculty which comes out. It's just remarkable to see so many number of such exceptional lawyers, judges, where they come from law faculty. I don't know how it works. Probably there were lesser number of colleges earlier, but so today also where I see like Chief Justice, Honorable Chief Justice also from this college. So it's the first time I had some matter in Patna. I was reached there in court. So I appeared over there. I started my arguments. The learned magistrate, he stopped me. He was like, "Where are you from?" I told him Delhi. He was like, "Which college?" I said, "Law faculty." He asked me for the badge. I told him the badge, and he told me that I'm a senior. Right, and then so then it was so relaxing that at least that he understands that I am new, I am learning, and whatever it was, obviously mistakes I made, he pointed out that that these are the things that you need to keep in mind. And then so it proceeded howsoever it did, and with your blessings, the blessings of everything, it was okay only. So it's a very good legacy that we feel that somehow we ended up with law faculty. We did not know what would be the advantages. So,
And
sir, how was it?
and the best part is our batch has produced, I think, three or four High Court judges sitting. Justice Mukta Gupta, Justice Midha, Justice Anu Kapoor. They were my classmates. Then senior to me were Justice Chandrachud, Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Justice Ravindra Bhatt. So we had a lot of judges from our 1 or 2 year earlier and during our batch also.
So, so now that so many years of your practice has gone by, does it reflect when you come in court that is it like any bit advantageous? Is there any advantage for all law students? I'm asking generally that because they need to understand that what is the value of the alumni for them.
You see, basically, yeah, you feel proud to appear before one of your alumni who's the sitting judge now, and as a student you are appearing. But yes, it is there. You definitely the feeling sets in that when you appear before that particular judge, because it gives you a feeling that you are appearing before your old classmate. But never ever have I thought on the lines that if he's there, she should be going or he should be going out of the way to help me or like that. No, I purely depend. I purely rely on the facts and the merit of the case. That's what my way of working has been.
Certainly, sir. And it's just fantastic that we get to get these kind of learnings because of the whole कहावत है चलती है ना कि a good lawyer knows the law, a great lawyer knows the judge. So everyone has their thoughts as to what exactly is knowing a judge. Like I've learned so much that understanding what is the mood of the judge, what is the mood of the court, what is the manner in which a court sees various laws. So but in general, so
One thing everybody should understand. That's my experience, which I'm trying to just share with you is we, howsoever bad or good the case may be, we should never try to annoy the judge, irrespective of the fact that he is not granting the relief or he is not listening to you. You see, what happens generally is it travels. And if you annoy a judge, then the ultimate sufferer is not you, it is your client who's the sufferer. So, why to do something which goes against the client? Of course, order is against you, you have higher courts. You can go there, you can review, you can appeal. But fight or saying anything wrong to the judge, to the presiding officer, is never advisable and is never going to pay. Never going to pay.
certainly, sir. Certainly, sir. I hope this is something which everyone who's had the occasion of referring to this video either through in this class live with us or probably later on YouTube. I hope that everyone has recorded this particular thought in their mind that this is the most relevant. What sir just said is that no point annoying the judge because at the end of the day he's the person who has to pass the order on this.
Yes,
So, sir, again, sir, coming back to North Campus, sir, it's very valuable, I think, to everyone who's had the occasion of studying there. So, sir, Khalsa College first, then law faculty. Any remarkable things or anything that you reminisce or remember from that point of time?
भाई देखो खालसा कॉलेज में when we were in Khalsa College, Miranda House was opposite our college. When we were in law faculty, arts faculty was there next to us. So we were always surrounded by good places, and whenever we used to feel like
Certainly, sir.
going to a good canteen, we used to walk in to St. Stephen's canteen, and those mince, mutton mince was the one which we
Uh,
used to always
Catalyst,
try to.
catalyst,
So,
yeah, sir.
so that was one of the favorites.
This is still amazing, sir. This is
And
still
the Nimbus
amazing,
Pani of the
from what I
canteen.
hear. So I just study. I finished my course in
Hmm.
Spanish, sir. Yo aprendo español, hablo un poco. So I just finished it from Stephens. So I had that good fortune till quite recently. So it just got over now, and sir, I've cleared it. Thankfully, did
Okay,
not fail.
many congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. So kind of you. So, sir, again, sir. People ask me also that I should ask you. So this is question from young lawyers who are about to get married. So they asked me that please ask sir about his love life also. So sir, how was things? How did ma'am? When did you meet ma'am? Was it before law, after law, love arranged? How were things, sir?
See, what happened is luck would have it. When I joined the law faculty, after a few days, I saw a girl running from one place to another. So I could see, I said, she looks like a Sardarni. And I tried to ask her a name. She told me, yes, I'm a Sardar. I'm from a Sikh family. I said, all right, बात खत्म हो गई. But उसके बाद फिर what happened then when we started the classes, she was in a different section. But luck would have it, third semester she was in our section. And that very year, I contested the election for joint secretary, and she was the one who was the front runner for my campaigning, and she helped me to win that election, and that's how we started. But there was nothing at till that point of time. After some time, when we finished our law, she went to her native place, and I started my practice in '83 only. But one fine day in 1984, my dad told me, my dad comes and tells me that such and such had come to me. I said, how did she come to you? He said, she has joined me in my chamber. So, so that's how things started. We were together in the law faculty. Then she was in my office, and then eventually in '85 we got married. That's how it is. And
Amazing. I'm just so happy. And just it's such a beautiful story. And again, many congratulations to you, sir, and to ma'am. And
thank you.
obviously, also just trying to understand, sir, how many such college romances they actually get to actually achieve that culmination, wherein they really translate into such meaningful events.
So Touchwood culmination, of course, might have been there, but generally question becomes a question mark whether you continue or not. So that Touchwood, we have been able to have a wonderful married life. So now say it's about 37 years. So that's been a
Amazing, sir. Amazing. It's a blessing. Such a
that's been a
blessing.
wonderful year. Yes, wonderful. And
So, sir,
she
so
was
what
also
about
practicing. She also remained in practice till 98. Thereafter, she had an opportunity to join PSU GAIL, Gas Authority of India, from where she eventually retired in 2020.
So, amazing. But sir, from what I understand, ma'am has also had a very extensive career, which involves a lot of things, which young lawyers and lawyers in general, and I believe any person who's got anything to do with legal domain will benefit from. So, we hope that someday we'll have the occasion of hosting ma'am also to discuss how. So, we're trying to explore all possibilities of law. Idea, I think, so. The blessing that we had with this particular format when Muridhar sir suggested this was, I think, that it does not just confine us to one aspect. Then it lets us explore what exactly is the life, what exactly is the tangent of a lawyer, how exactly do we go about it. But now, so I know one thing for sure, that anyone who's had the occasion of listening to this conversation will have some kind of faith in love, and whatever young lawyers have, because people definitely do grow affectionate, and that's the beauty of life. So they'll get some motivation that things may
I would,
definitely
I would,
turn out
I
good.
would, I would like to add here one thing, Keshav.
So
Our time was, I think, temperamental differences were very, very seldom. These days, the problem which is coming across is the compatibility and the problem. So, which I think the our young lawyers and the young ladies should try to understand that once you get married, things have to be adjustment is the policy which you have to adapt. There can't be two opinions about that. So if there is any problem with the spouse between them, that has to be resolved amicably. Not It should not go out. So
So
temperamentally
I,
they
so
should
I,
try to settle. Temperamentally they should try to adjust. That is where I think the young generation is lacking temperamental. They are lacking temperamental, and because of that the problems are arising.
सर हम दिल तुड़वाने के एक्सपर्ट हो चुके हैं. अब हम दिल
नहीं
लगाने
होना
से पहले
चाहिए ना.
तुड़वा देते हैं.
नहीं नहीं, ये नहीं होना. अपनी सोच बदलो. यू हैव टू
सर
चेंज योर
बहुत
ऑन.
कोशिश की सर, बहुत कोशिश की सर, और सारे के सारे जेन्युइनली मेरे को तो कोशिश करते हुए दिखते हैं. लेकिन फिर इवेंचुअली सबके सर, या तो सर ये, या तो इसकी साइड से कुछ गलती होती है, उसकी साइड से होती है, या माहौल वैसा नहीं होता, या फिर कोई आई डोंट नो सर फैक्टर्स. वो ऊपर वाला ये सर वही जो चाहता है वही करा रहा है.
ताली ताली दो हाथ से बजती है ना, एक हाथ से नहीं बजती. तो गलतियां तो फिर दोनों तरफ ही होती होंगी. अगर होती हैं तो आपस में बैठ के अगर इंसान उसको रिकनसाइल कर ले तो उसके साथ की कोई चीज ही नहीं है.
सर एक एडवाइस मैं आपसे भी, अब इस क्योंकि ये कन्वर्सेशन छिड़ी है और ये इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट है, एक एडवाइस मैं आपसे अलग से भी लेना चाहूंगा. तो व्हाट इज योर थॉट कि आई एम अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट देयर इज अ वेरी लार्ज मूवमेंट आज की डेट का ख्याल चल रहा है ऑफ नॉट ऑफ स्टेइंग अवे फ्रॉम मैरिज. पीपल आर चूजिंग नॉट टू गेट मैरिड. सो व्हाट आर योर व्यूज ऑन दैट?
I think that is primarily because the boys are a little bit afraid of getting married because of the laws. The
Sir, laws are
laws
very
actually
scary, sir. They're very scary.
laws, laws have been made for the women actually. So that's why they try to say, okay, no, we don't want to. The moment we get married, tomorrow something happens, we are going to go under 498A or whatever other sections are going to be there.
तो सर
But
पैकेज बोलते हैं उसको आजकल कि इट्स अ पैकेज, ये 3 केसेस का पैकेज है.
पर
इट्स सो
नहीं,
अनफॉर्चुनेट.
एक चीज और भी है. लोग आजकल, because of the fact that they have become career oriented, the girls and the boys also, so that's why they try to uh, shrug off getting married. They say, no, first we should settle, then we'll think about marriage. So by the time they settle, then the age also becomes a big major factor, and so that also comes in their way. So
So
now, because
certainly,
of the living now this
fantastic,
new
sir.
living
Love
relationship
your
has
insights.
concept has started. जैसे ठीक है जी, लिव इन रिलेशनशिप में हम रह लेंगे, शादी नहीं करवाएंगे. But
So,
वो भी,
and sir,
that's not the right thing, because the parents also have certain expectations from the children. So they also want grandchildren. So that fact has to be taken care of by the children only.
but sir, how will this be addressed? Sir, there is a genuine phobia. Sir, a man gets married to a woman today. And I understand that we're a little transgressing, but since it's a conversation and we have the good fortune of your blessings today, so why not, sir? Because it's very important, sir. यंग लॉयर सर, अ पर्सन सब लॉ में सर शुरुआत में सबको ये बोला जाता है पहले 5 साल स्ट्रगल है, बाद में सब बढ़िया है. फिर वो 5 साल जब कंप्लीट होते हैं फिर बोलते हैं पहले 10 साल स्ट्रगल है, बाद में सब बढ़िया है. अब सर 10 साल के बाद पता नहीं क्या बोलते होंगे, वहां तो मैं अभी तक पहुंचा नहीं हूँ, एंड आई एम होपफुली ऐसे में ठीक है. बट सर, in situations like this, and sir, I've had friends who have come from all across India, law faculty, so that's the most beautiful thing. You have students from everywhere, fees is affordable, a person who is on merit, that person can come and study. So a person who's coming from different parts of the country, whose family is not, so in that position that they can very well accommodate things, or have the financial resources कि उसको पहले तो sustain करो, पालो बेटे को, पहले वकील बनाओ बेटे बेटी को, उसके बाद उसको 10 साल उसको पालो. सिर्फ लड़कियां समझदार होती हैं, जहां तक मैंने देखा सर, दे इमीडिएटली दे टेक अप अ जॉब. बट इफ अ पर्सन वांट्स टू सेट अप देयर ओन इंडिविजुअल प्रैक्टिस, तो उसके लिए तो बहुत ही रास्ता ही सर बहुत ही अपहिल है कि आप सिर्फ मेहनत करते रहो. और वो आप पैसे का नहीं कुछ भी सोच सकते कि नहीं, आप फीस मांगने का भी आप सोचोगे तो ये होगा कि ये क्लाइंट चला जाएगा, या तो क्लाइंट रखो या फीस रखो. एंड सर उस सिचुएशन के अंदर फिर वो शादी करना, उसके बाद उस शादी की जिम्मेदारी, उसको निभाते हुए फिर बच्चे, वो बच्चों की जिम्मेदारी, एंड वो खर्चे आज की डेट में जिस किस्म से चल रहे हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं से लॉयर्स आर दे प्लेस्ड एट अ रॉन्ग प्लेस इन दिस सोशल हायरार्की एंड स्ट्रक्चर टुडे?
No, it's not like that. Question is, again, it depends. You see, you don't get everything in a platter. You see, you have to work for it. You have to, and secondly, in any profession, there is no shortcut. What is happening in our profession also, I find a lot of young students with, they should not take me otherwise, but I'm just trying to bring to their notice that shortcut is for a very small time, but ultimately it's your hard work which will pay you. Shortcut can give you some sort of say for a short space of time, but not for a longer time. But initially, when you start with this intention that no, I have to work hard and money will follow, then they will not have problem. But here, problem what is that they come to you and they say, sir, what are we going to get? And I'm finding very strange with interns also these days, when they come to us, they say, sir, what is the amount which we are going to get from you? So I try to tell them, I try to reason with them, okay, look here, it's not like that. You are an intern, you should try to learn. Once you have this in your mind that I have to learn, let money follow you. You don't follow the money. So that should be the year. But for a person who's new to this, who doesn't have anybody in the profession, of course, it's hard work. You have to. But again, you should not be rejected, because that's not the way things will work. If you've taken up a
So,
profession, then you go all out for it.
so
But these
faith.
days, that is the problem we are facing, is number of lawyers are joining the bar. But again, out of them 15,000, how many of them ultimately are being able to reach the top ladder or getting admission or getting a job with the corporate? Here the corporate thing also, concept also is playing a very negative mind, I think, in the mind of the youngsters. They Everybody wants to join the corporate sector. I mean, if everybody is going to go in the corporate sector, what is the litigation sector going to do then? I've been telling them litigation is a wonderful subject. You should try to work on that, because litigation is one field where you will get every day a different kind of a problem. But in corporate, it is not a stack. One problem is there, it's going to continue. Same in the same paragraph, you are going to remain there. But litigation will definitely widen your scope, will bring you different type of problem which you will get an opportunity to excel in. So that's how it is. When I
Certainly,
joined,
sir.
I was getting 500 rupees as a stipend from my senior. At that point in 1983, I'm talking about. So that 500 at that point of time used to be, we used to consider it big because petrol was 10 rupees or 8 rupees per liter at that point of time. But now everything has skyrocketed. That's why they also thinking in that line. So we should be getting certain amount which is there to sustain us.
सर मेरी तो सर जो जनरेशन है हमारा तो बार बार सिलेबस ही चेंज होता रहता है. सो इट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम स्कूल व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड हियरिंग सीबीएसई का बदल गया, फिर कॉलेज में आए, फिर पता चला कॉलेज का बदल गया. करते करते सर अभी गाड़ी भी थी, तो गाड़ी का भी हो गया, 15 साल कंप्लीट हो गए, वो भी अब कर दो, वो भी हटा दो. जबकि सर आई डोंट नो, बट अगेन सम फैक्टर्स ऊपर वाला कुछ चाहता होगा, some plan he has. But it's a very interesting thing that you mentioned with respect to how opportunities, career opportunities for advocates are. So, very sincerely, sir, I think जितना हमारा time बचा है इस conversation का, even though, sir, मेरे को तो लग रहा है, sir, we'll have to have more and more conversations with you because they're so insightful. Yet, sir, if all of that time can be spent simply on ideas or manners in which a lawyer can earn money, क्या क्या काम कर सकता है सर? What all is the capacity and capability of a lawyer? So you've also had so much experience with bar council also, with High Court Bar Association also, and your practice, everything. So what are the avenues that a lawyer can explore to earn a decent livelihood for himself or herself?
You see, uh, primarily, I find a lot of youngsters completing the college and going for judiciary. That is one which has cropped up. All of a sudden, lot of vacancies are being created. So we find a lot of new faces who are going into this. Then you have competitive examinations for banks also. Then PSUs also, they also come out with jobs as law officers. So to start with, they should keep a watch, because I know it sounds a bit saying than doing, but then you will have to keep a watch to say that I have to do. First of all, now again, priority. What priority is there with the person who wants to start? Whether he wants to do practice, whether he wants to go in judiciary, or whether he wants to do a job, or whether he wants to teach. So all these avenues are there, but again, you have to prioritize how you have to do it.
Certainly, sir. And sir, you mentioned, sir, that ma'am was also working with a PSU for a very long period of time. So, sir, a little bit obviously, sir, she'll be the better person to explore and expound upon that. But, sir, from your experiences, how you got to observe her, what were your observations of how is life different in litigation, since you were in litigation, and vis-a-vis or as compared to a person who has a corporate sort of a legal profile?
Yeah, she joined there. She joined Gale, and thereafter she had an opportunity to go on deputation with the Director General Hydrocarbons. So that was entirely a new field, and which she also took it up as a challenge, and probably remained there as a legal head for 15 years. She was there in DGH. She remained there and had that opportunity to say uh, look into the field very deeply, because this is a very vast field, this oil and gas sector. And I think she
Sure.
has excelled very well there. She was very hardworking, and this is exactly what I also happened to learn from her DG, who met me and told me that the matters which she has been handling very well, and she has been able to get us very good results. She is very hardworking, and she also never ever compromised with the work. Time, whatever time, Saturday, Sundays also she was working, but she never said no, I'm not going to do it. She said yes, if it has to be done, it has to be done. That was her approach. and I think that really counted.
So I think so everyone needs to understand that no matter which field of law we choose to take, hard work is going to be most important,
Success.
paramount with
Hard
it.
work is the key. Hard work is the key. The more you do, the better it is for you. Definitely, it will pay. It will not go waste.
And
That's for sure.
certainly, sir. I really appreciate the thought that you shared that we should all be we should all keep our eyes open with respect to vacancies which come at banks, PSUs, or be it teaching opportunities, because at the end of the day, somehow it has to be taken forward. Whatever obligations of a person and their family are. So, sir, again, sir, I'll just take a little time, sir, to go back to where our conversation was, and I want to come to, how you got into law and initial few things. At least a little bit, I want to explore since time is also very limited, and conversations with you are so extremely beautiful. So, sir, sir, college was obviously college was fantastic. We heard a little bit about the kind of thing that you got to do and explore while you were there. Then, sir, starting of law. So, initial few years, initial 3 years. So, how were they?
We had a fantastic time, and we had a very, very uh, good group of about 10, I think, six girls and four boys. And the girls were all, now one of them is the professor in charge of law faculty, and one was Mr. KK Venugopal's daughter, Lakshmi
Sir,
Venugopal.
are you talking about Anjuvali Tikku, ma'am?
Sorry.
Sir, are you speaking about Anjuvali Tikku, ma'am? I
No,
think
I'm
she's
talking
currently the
about
dean.
Ma'am Alka Chawla. She's now the professor in
Okay.
charge of you, of Campus Law Center.
Certainly, sir. And she's very reputed. Has a fantastic
Yes,
name. People love her.
yes, she is. She is. Then we had Justice and Indermeet Kaur also was from our batch, our group, and then she also did a LLM along with Dalka. Both of them are, I think, gold medalist LLM. So she also became the High Court judge thereafter. So what it was what we used to do was we had fantastic professors also. So we being in the committee of the executive committee, at times we used to remain I used to remain busy with the committee also. So then during the time when the exams used to come, so I used to go to the teachers and tell them, sir, please help me, tell me what all should be done. So they used to tell me, okay, do this, that's it. So then we used to have a class of all the group. They used to sit and they used to start explaining, this is this, this is this. That's how we used to converse and go and give the examination. But it was
Sir,
it
it's
was
amazing.
very productive, because the way they used to explain it used to get it registered here in the mind. We never used to forget it. So all the notes were prepared by the girls. We used to listen to them. They used to tell us, this is how you have to do it, this is what you have to do it.
I think I think it's still exactly the same for all of us. Sir. जो पढ़ने वाले बच्चे होते हैं उनको उनसे दोस्ती करनी ज्यादा जरूरी है.
सो एंड ऑफ द डे
So,
ये सब मस्ती मारनी होती है, तो फिर मस्ती मारोगे तो फिर ये भी करना पड़ता है, भी क्या करोगे. बट
so
इट वाज
certainly, sir, advocacy is a human profession, sir. We learn, so law faculty, the best thing it taught was that everyone else who's with us is a human being, and understanding, appreciating the fallacies, the whatever imperfections in everyone are.
and we shared such a beautiful relation with our professors. I mean, I just can't tell you. That is lacking these days. They used to sit with us, they used to have tea with us, they used to sit and they used to sit in the canteen, have samosas with us. So, and whenever we used to discuss on the table, sir, this is problem, it is like this. So that's how it used to give us encouragement. The professor is sitting with us and telling us that this is how it has to be done. So these days, these things are not found, you know.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Now, sir, again, sir, I have a list of questions still. But since we requested some time from you, so I will try to refrain a little bit from mine. I'll keep asking mine also. But there are some questions which are there, which people have wanted to ask. There is a question from Miss Priya Sharma. Priya, ma'am, would you want to ask your question, please? Uh, Priya ji, are you there? Okay, so sir, she's there, but so ma'am, you just interject if you want to ask the question. I'll ask it on your behalf in the meanwhile. So, sir, since you have a lot of experience in ADR as well, so sir, she asked that. She says, "Good afternoon, sir. Please, can you help us to understand how we can make a career in mediation?"
See, first of all, I want to clarify here all lawyers are mediators first and lawyers thereafter. Because the moment we enter this field of law, whatever we are doing with our clients is basically mediation only before we start with the matters, when we listen to them, when we draft the matter, we try to tell them, no, this is how you have to do it. If you can do like this, it's going to be in your favor. If you don't do like this, that's going to go against you. So that is also what we do is mediation only. Every lawyer is a mediator first. Let me tell you this. Don't think that mediation is something which you have to go for a course or whatever you have to do. No, that if you are made a mediator by the lower court or by the high court, then of course they give you they ask you to go for a refresher course. So that there also they teach you the same what you can be doing better than what you are taught there. That's a practical. Everything has to be in mediation is practical. What you are doing, nothing is going to be put in your mind. So it comes from inside. So if you are sitting with a, for example, you are sitting with a client, matrimonial client. She comes to you for filing a case for divorce. So what are you going to do first of all? Are you going to advise her? No, file the case. You will not do that. You will listen to her. You will try to tell her, no, this is in your favor. This is not in your favor. It's better if you try to sit across the table with your husband and try to sort it out. I mean, if it is not possible, then of course, secondary is going to the court. But first is mediation. You have to tell the client, no, going to the court is not going to help you because that is going to be expensive, probably time consuming, and harassment. But here, if you can settle amongst, put somebody in between and try to resolve that matter, things will definitely be in your favor because it's going to be a win-win situation for both.
So, Priyaji, I hope it answers your question. And I also request that if you have any follow up question with that respect, then please just feel free to ask. Right? It's a fantastic occasion to have this conversation with sir. And, just anyone for that matter of fact, all the people who are there, just any questions you have, just please feel free to ask. So, sir, there's another question from Mr. Anuj Gupta. Anuj ji, are you there? Would you want to ask your question?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Anuj ji.
Sir, I just
Yes, Anuj,
want
please.
to ask one question.
Sir, Anuj
Sir,
ji, आपकी आवाज ब्रेक होके आ
as
रही
a
है.
first generation
Sir,
lawyer, how to get it is and how to of LLB code. Can you read my question on my behalf?
no, please. अब आ रही है आपकी, आप बोलो.
Okay. Sir, as a first generation lawyer, how to get first case and client?
See, this is a very, very difficult question to reply, Anuj, because you see, first generation lawyers are also making a good lawyer, but it takes some time. You don't have to get disheartened. How long have you been? Let me ask you first. How long have you been in the profession now? अनुज, कैन यू हेयर मी? आप कब से हैं इस प्रोफेशन में?
Sir, 2 years.
2 years. So, have you worked with any lawyer before you started your own, or you started on your own immediately? Anuj, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
अनुज जी,
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी.
Am I audible,
Anuj
sir?
ji,
हाँ, बिल्कुल, बताओ, आप बताओ. सर ने पूछा है कुछ आपसे.
have you worked with
Yes,
any
sir.
ये
senior after
Yes, sir.
completing
अनुज
law?
जी,
I worked I worked in a law firm of Maulik Law Office firm in South Delhi, Lajpat Nagar.
हम्म हम्म। कितनी देर काम किया वहां पे आपने? हाउ लॉन्ग डिड यू वर्क विद दैट फर्म?
Uh, Sir, approx 2 years, sir.
2 years। तो फिर उसके बाद आपको किस चीज की पकड़ है, किस चीज की नॉलेज, कौन से टाइप के केसेस आप ज्यादा कर रहे हैं? वहां पे कौन से केसेस किए आपने? अनुज, आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
आप खुल के बता सकते हो, आपको संकोच करने की जरूरत नहीं है ना? आप आराम से, आप whatever your thought is, you please feel free to share, and this is why we are doing this, ताकि हम बात कर सकें और एक व्यक्ति को भी अगर फायदा हो सके, जो सर से जो मैंने बात समझी, दैट्स द बेस्ट। तो आप प्लीज, आप आराम से बताओ।
Sir, matrimonial cases, sir.
मैट्रिमोनियल तो फिर अच्छी बात है, पर एक बात हमेशा याद रखो, जब भी आप
Sir,
नए आते हो ना
mostly
प्रोफेशन में, तो आपको एकदम से अपनी कोई लाइन स्पेशलाइज नहीं करनी चाहिए। समझ गए? आपको जो भी काम मिले आपको वो करना चाहिए। ये एक गुड मंत्र याद रखो, कुछ भी आए वो करो। एक चीज पे स्पेशलाइज करोगे थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आपको आ सकती है। अगर आपके पास कोई भी और केस था, कोई भी किस्म का केस आता है, तो आपको जी मैं करूंगा, उसको पढ़ो, पढ़ने के बाद उसको फाइल करो। सो दिस इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन अ लॉन्ग वे, एंड यू विल स्टार्ट गेटिंग द मैटर्स। बिकॉज अगर आप ब्रांडेड हो गए, तो फिर आपको वही हो गया कि ही इज अ मैट्रिमोनियल लॉयर। मैट्रिमोनियल लॉयर आजकल बहुत है, समझे? तो मैट्रिमोनियल में मे बी यू मे गेट और मे यू मे नॉट गेट, बट अदर मैटर्स आर आल्सो देयर। आप करके देखो, आप सक्सीड करोगे। हार मत मानो। जब आपने पकड़ लिया ये प्रोफेशन, तो डू इट। ऑलवेज बिलीव इन यू। अपना बिलीव करो, अपने सीनियर से हेल्प लो, वो अप्रोचेबल हैं, उनसे बात करो। सीनियर्स भी आपको हेल्प करते हैं, अच्छे सीनियर होंगे वो आपको। कई बार होता है सीनियर कहता है ऑल राइट, इट्स अ स्मॉल केस, यू डू। दैट्स हाउ इट इज। आपको डेफिनेटली सीनियर से मदद लेनी चाहिए, उसमें कोई गलत नहीं है। सीनियर आपको हेल्प कर सकते हैं, आपको काम देने के लिए कर सकते हैं। जो सीनियर नहीं करेंगे वो आपको देंगे, आप करोगे। और सीनियर के अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस बनाओ। अगर आपका कॉन्फिडेंस सीनियर में बनेगा, तो सीनियर अपने आप ही आपको काम देंगे। ही विल नॉट हैव एनी हेजिटेशन इन गिविंग यू वर्क। बट इफ यू कीप थिंकिंग कि मेरे को सीनियर काम देंगे, ऐसे नहीं होगा। यू विल हैव टू ग्रैब द अपॉर्चुनिटी फ्रॉम द सीनियर। रिमेंबर दिस, ट्राई टू डू एंड ट्राई टू शो द सीनियर कि यस यू कैन डू। एंड अपने फ्री टाइम को यूटिलाइज करो, पढ़ा करो, कुछ भी पढ़ो, लॉ पढ़ो, नई नई जजमेंट्स को अपने अपने उसको सीखो और अपडेट रखो अपने आप को लॉ से। डेफिनेटली यू विल हैव मैटर्स, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी। समझे? डोंट वरी। थोड़ा सा अपने आप को मजबूत रखो, हिम्मत मत हारो। हर प्रोफेशन जो है उसमें अप्स एंड डाउन आते हैं और चैलेंजिंग होता है। अगर हम चैलेंज देंगे तो will definitely succeed. There is no way you are not going to. अपने पे विश्वास रखो, अपने पे। ठीक है
yes, sir. Thank you so much,
अनुज?
sir.
कैन यू? नो प्रॉब्लम, वी आर ऑल
एंड
देयर। कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम हो हमारे पास आओ, हमको, हम भी बैठे हैं, हम भी, हमसे कुछ पूछना है पूछो। वी आर देयर टू हेल्प यू। नेवर नेवर हैव हेजिटेशन टू गो टू द सीनियर। ठीक है?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
अनुज, दिस इज द बिगेस्ट ब्लेसिंग जो आपको इस वक्त अभी सर से मिली है, एंड प्लीज जस्ट मेक यूज ऑफ दिस। डोंट बी हेजिटेंट। आप जो कोई भी इशू होता है, आप प्लीज हो आप सर से। तो मैं आपको बिल्कुल बोल सकता हूँ, दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच आई रियलाइज अबाउट सर आल्सो, कि आई, मेरा भी सर से कोई पुराना कोई ऐसा कोई कनेक्शन नहीं। आई डोंट नो सर थ्रू थ्रू एंड थ्रू पीपल। इट्स जस्ट दैट आई वेंट टू हिम। जो बोलते हैं कि ऐसे, मतलब आप विनम्रता से आप जाइए अपने सीनियर्स के पास, आप उनसे रिक्वेस्ट कीजिए, वो हमेशा और हर हालत में आपकी जो संभव मदद हो सकती है वो करेंगे ही। तो प्लीज जस्ट हैव दैट फेथ।
एंड वन थिंग मोर, आई एम सॉरी केशव, वन थिंग मोर आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड हियर इज, you should consider yourself lucky that you are in Delhi. Delhi has a very good and helpful bar. कभी भी आपको जरूरत पड़े आप बार के पास आओ। बार के पास भी, हमारे पास भी एक सेल है जो हम प्लेसमेंट करवाते हैं। सो वी कैन हेल्प यू आउट इन दैट ऑल्सो। समझे? नेवर श्रग फ्रॉम दैट. कभी भी कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, बार को भी मिलो जाके, बार के ऑफिस बेरर से मिलो, वो भी हमारे लिए है, तो तुम्हारे हम सबके लिए हैं, वो हेल्प करेंगे आपकी. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's so wonderful कि अनुज के साथ अभी ये conversation हुई, and I am hopeful that a lot of other people who would be seeing this would benefit from this. ये जो आपने सर ये वाली बात बताई आपने कि बार भी सर दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट बार एसोसिएशन, मैं तो सर आई एम एब्सोल्युटली फ्लैबरगास्टेड जिस किस्म का काम पूरी बार करती आई है कंटिन्यूसली. इट्स बिन लीडिंग एंड इट्स बिन आई थिंक इट्स बिन शोइंग मार्गदर्शन जिसको बोलते हैं सर फॉर द एंटायर कंट्री. इट्स बिन डूइंग such it's a technology also I've seen, sir. And so obviously Mohit sir has also been on one of our classes previously.
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
he's just fantastic, absolutely amazing. And so everyone else for that matter of fact I've seen in the bar. Sir, you've also been in the bar so many times. And sir हम ये बातें sir बस यही बात है sir. This is the most beautiful thing about a conversation with you, that आपके साथ 1 घंटा भी हो गया हमें बात करते करते, लेकिन उसके बावजूद अभी भी ऐसा लग रहा है कि कन्वर्सेशन शुरू हो रही है. So, but sir, again, I most humbly we respect your time.
I want to, I just want to, Keshav, I just want to say one thing. I was there
Most humbly,
from
sir.
2000 in the bar committee of 2019. So I can tell you that was the best, one of the best executive committee which we had, and we are still totally in touch with each other like a family.
Sir.
We used to enjoy. We enjoyed so much and did so much. Whatever one wanted to do, he had all. Mohit sir had given a clean this rope to them to do whatever you want.
Sir.
That is how it is.
Certainly, sir. So I think Priya ma'am also wants to say something. Priya ji, please, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Sir, I have a question regarding mediation. Since
Please,
I was
please,
not
please.
there, I wanted to ask that how can a person make good career in mediation, and how to approach to in this career? Like, should I work with some law firm or in a litigation chambers or in a corporate where I can get a good experience, exposure of about the mediation, how mediation work, and how it is going to be a future in the litigation things.
See, ultimately, alternate dispute resolution, that's what we call, and mediation, as it is, has become one of the forefront runners in this. You know, these days, judges, the courts are also all in all for mediation. Now, we also have pre-litigation in Delhi High Court. Delhi High Court has taken the lead to file the pre-litigation matters. So, for that, and you have to first become a lawyer, right? After you become a lawyer, so for getting yourself enrolled as a mediator, we generally take out vacancies. We the notice is there, but you should have 3 years experience before you can be made a mediator in the district court, or 5 years, I think, for the high court. So you otherwise also, if you want to do, there are independent courses. Some other the persons are there who are running mediation centers and side by side, but nothing related to Samadhan, which is our baby. So you can do that also. You can go for that. You can get training. Tomorrow, if you have to go for high court or for lower court, that will help you. That will help you. But straight away, you cannot. You will have to first complete your law.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. It was really helpful. And sir, being a law student, it is really hard to get exposure of the real life. So, sir, how can I learn that while studying?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question, please?
So, if I'm a student, it is
Yes.
really hard to get exposure in how real life law things work, how the practical things work in courts, and also how can I get the exposure of that, because study is really vast.
You have not completed law yet.
No, sir, I'm a student, law student. Yes, sir.
You are law student.
Sir,
Which year?
first year, sir.
First year.
So first year.
Senior,
So that's what they are doing now. It has become mandatory every year, every semester. I think you are required to to go for a one month training with any law firm or any senior. So once you start doing that, you will start learning how things go how things work in the court. Right, start from the rear bottom to fill up the forms, to file application for inspection, to apply for certified copies. That's how you are going to learn, because you are a 5-year student. So you have to do as much as internship you can. So that will make you a better lawyer by the time you complete your law. You will be aware of the way things work in the courts. So that is going to be an added advantage for you. So try to utilize your time there.
Priya
Yes,
ji,
sir.
internships, I
Definitely, I'm
think
going to do that.
that's the best way of getting to learn more. और बाकी इसको हमारे इसको भी आप वो करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, इसको देखते रहा करो. You will get to
हाँ,
know some more
ये आप
exposure you will
सब्सक्राइब
get.
करो,
Keshav sir,
बिकॉज
can I have a one question, please?
केशव जी ने ठीक कहा, इसको सब्सक्राइब करो, बिकॉज देखिए
Who's
हर
this?
प्रोग्राम इनका जो होता है एक नया प्रोग्राम, नया लाइन होती है जो आपको आपके लिए भी बड़े अच्छे रहेगी. आप देखोगे, ज्वाइन करोगे, सीखोगे. मस्ट डू दैट. You are lucky that he is doing this. He's taking it up and helping so many law students.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
we are
Thank
lucky
you.
that we have your blessings. So इसको प्रिया जी please, and also I request you कि आप कौन से कॉलेज में हैं आप?
Sir, Law Center 2.
ओह फैंटास्टिक. तो आप इसको ना आप सर्कुलेट करो, जो मैसेजेस आपके पास जैसे आज आया होगा इस टाइप से आपके पास कहीं ना कहीं से पहुंचेगा ही. तो प्लीज आई रिक्वेस्ट यू, प्लीज सर्कुलेट इट विद योर फ्रेंड्स
Yes, sir.
आल्सो,
Yes, sir.
लेट देम हैव
Already
दिस
did
अपॉर्चुनिटी.
that.
है ना. अब जैसे धीर सर है और सर ने तो ऑलरेडी बोल दिया अनुज जी को भी कि हाँ ठीक है, जब कोई गाइडेंस चाहिए तो आओ, तो ऐसे पहुंचो सर के पास, ठीक है, पूरा जत्था लेके पहुंच जाओ, बोलो कि सर इंटर्नशिप्स कराओ, ठीक है, बताओ कहाँ से होगी,
Yes,
ठीक
sir.
है,
Yes,
सीखो, ऐसे मौका मिलेगा, है ना. एंड प्लीज ऑलवेज बी, योर सीनियर्स आर द बेस्ट. दैट द रीजन व्हाई दिस प्रोफेशन, एटलीस्ट आई लव इट सो मच सर, आई वांट टू शेयर दिस विद यू आल्सो, इज सिंपली बिकॉज ऑफ द सीनियर्स सर. दैट इसमें अकेला नहीं फील होता. चैलेंजेस होते हैं बहुत सारे, बट देर आर सो मेनी वेज ऑफ ओवरकमिंग दोज, जो कि सब गाइडेंस मिलता है सर. तो इट्स यू जस्ट कीप गोइंग. अच्छा लगता है सर, थोड़ा कुछ नया, यूनिक, एंड यू ऑलवेज आल्सो लर्निंग. एंड सर इट्स योर ब्लेसिंग सर, जो आप ये मौका निकालते हैं. एंड सर यू जस्ट टू काइंड. दैट्स ऑल दैट आई कैन से.
हमारा
सो
प्रोफेशन एक
अभी
छोटा
बीच
सा
में किसी ने कुछ
लाइक अ
कहा था,
स्मॉल
कुछ
विलेज.
बोलना
आवर प्रोफेशन इज लाइक अ स्मॉल विलेज.
सर.
तो जैसे विलेज के अंदर हम सब इकट्ठे फटाफट हो जाते हैं ना, ऐसे ही हम सबको कोई प्रॉब्लम हो तो इकट्ठे हो जाना चाहिए, एक दूसरे से सीखना चाहिए. इट इज अ सी. वी ऑल आर देयर टू लर्न फ्रॉम ईच अदर. कभी ये मत
सर
सोचना कि मेरे को ज्यादा आता है या उसको ज्यादा आता है. ऐसा किसी को कुछ नहीं होता. मेरे को आज भी शर्म नहीं आती है अगर मैं अपने जूनियर से या अपने इंटर्न से या किसी कोलीग से पूछता हूँ कि जी मेरे को ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, बताओ कैसे होगा. नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट. Nothing wrong.
So it's very kind of you, sir, and I'm sure that we'll all remember this. Sir, Salad ji,
Sir,
namaskar.
good afternoon, sir. Ashish, this side. Can I have one question, please, Keshav sir?
Yes,
हाँ,
yes.
आशीष प्लीज पूछिए.
Sir, I completed my law in 2022 from Law Center 2 itself. Right now, I'm working with Prashant Kishore, the political strategist, right now in Patna. I'm working in his permission team, but I want to do work in a legal field. So it's kind of confusing for me that I should go in a traditional field or should go for the corporate. Because of some family situation and money financial problem, I joined here. So like it's 14 months I'm working over here. And Keso Bhaiya was always a guide, kind of guiding angel for me. He always tell me what should you do or not do. And community classes भी organize कराने में हमेशा इन्होंने बोला, हमेशा गाइड किया. तो आज आपके अब काफी दिनों बाद आई joined this class.
अब मुझे आप ये
तो सवाल आशीष, व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन?
सर मतलब ये
आपका
जो
सवाल.
कि लोग बोल रहे हैं कि आप कॉर्पोरेट में जा सकते हैं, यू शुड जॉइन कॉर्पोरेट और समथिंग, बट आई वांट टू गो इन अ काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रेडिशनल, नॉट अ लॉयर, आई वांट टू वर्क एज एन एडवोकेट.
ट्रेडिशन का मतलब देखो, कॉर्पोरेट में भी एडवोकेट ही होते हैं. सर फर्क ये होता है कि वो बंद कमरे में होते हैं, और जो दूसरा ट्रेडिशनल वाली आप बात कर रहे हो वो लिटिगेशन, जिसकी बात आप कर रहे हो, लिटिगेशन में जाना चाहते हो. ट्रेडिशनल तो फिर लिटिगेशन ही है ना. तो लिटिगेशन में तो आपको अब देखना पड़ेगा कि आपको किस में इंटरेस्ट है, कौन सी फील्ड में इंटरेस्ट है. नहीं मिलती लिटिगेशन तो हमारे अपने हाथ में होता है. अगर हमने करना है लिटिगेशन, केस आएगा तो हम करेंगे, सोच लिया लिटिगेशन करने की, कोई भी केस आएगा मैं अभी करूंगा, कभी मैं चूज नहीं करूंगा, पिक एंड चूज नहीं करूंगा, जो भी आएगा करूंगा। इवेंचुअली जब काम आना शुरू हो जाएगा फिर मैं अपने आप को स्पेशलाइजेशन में लेके जाऊंगा। पर आजकल वो जमाना खत्म हो गया, अब वो स्पेशलाइजेशन का खत्म हो गया। आजकल तो जितनी भी बड़े बड़े भी लॉ फर्म्स हैं वो हर फील्ड में काम करती हैं, जहाँ लॉयर्स हैं वो भी हर फील्ड में काम करते हैं। सो यू कांट चूज, ओके। अगर तुमने करना है लिटिगेशन तो लिटिगेशन में अपने आप को पक्का कर लो कि मुझे लिटिगेशन लड़नी है, लिटिगेशन का काम करना है। कॉर्पोरेट में जाना है तो यू विल हैव टू सर्च कॉर्पोरेट में कहाँ ओपनिंग मिलेगी कहाँ नहीं मिलेगी, क्योंकि कॉर्पोरेट में जाना इज नॉट अ इजी जॉब, इस बात का ध्यान रखना।
जी 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 जी, थैंक यू सो मच।
तो मेहनत रहेगी ऐसी, wherever you choose to go, मेहनत तो बराबर ही रहेगी हर जगह। यही आई थिंक अभी जो हमने कम्युनिकेशन में से सर के साथ इस कन्वर्सेशन में से हमने जो कल आउट किया है, दैट्स इट्स गोइंग टू बी दैट। तो दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली समथिंग। एंड बट इररिस्पेक्टिव जैसे आप कहे, आप यार ऑब्वियसली वी आर ऑल देयर टू गाइड यू विद रिस्पेक्ट टू व्हाटएवर इट इज दैट यू वांट टू डू। सर देयर इज वन मोर क्वेश्चन, दिस इज फ्रॉम मिस्टर Salad. Am I pronouncing it correctly? SALAD. Salad जी नमस्कार। सलाद जी आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी? उनका सर क्वेश्चन उन्होंने शेयर नहीं किया, उन्होंने बस ये पूछा, आई वांट टू आस्क अ क्वेश्चन।
आप पूछिए पूछिए क्या पूछना चाहते हैं, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू आस्क?
हाँ जी सलाद जी बताइए।
पूछिए।
सर सलाद नहीं सर, एक्चुअली जे है वो, एल नहीं है सर, सजाद है ये।
सजाद।
सजाद जी नमस्कार, कैसे हैं? तो प्लीज 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 गो अहेड, आस्क, गिव अस अ लिटिल इंट्रोडक्शन आल्सो ऑफ योर क्वेश्चन। सजाद योर वॉइस इज नॉट कमिंग, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही।
आई थिंक देयर इज
एंड शुची
अनदर।
मैम इन द मीनवाइल प्लीज आई रिक्वेस्ट यू टू, आप अपना जो आपका क्वेश्चन है आप उसको प्रिपेयर कर लीजिए। एज सून एज वी डन विद सजाद जी's क्वेश्चन वी विल कम टू यू।
You have another Suchi Kapoor. I think she also wants to enter and ask
सुची
a
जब
question.
तक सजाद जी का, सुची जी प्लीज आस्क।
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, as a first generation lawyer, we are really confused कि हमें कहाँ से अपनी start करनी चाहिए litigation practice अगर हमें करनी है. Should we like go for district courts or should we like directly approach a senior in the high court and like start practicing? Because trial जो होता है district court का वो learn करने के लिए high court में what I've heard from my seniors, it's very difficult. So what is your experience? What does it say?
Suchi, to make a good lawyer, now what you want to go in trial, you want to go in litigation, first of all, you tell me that. If you have to go in litigation, then you must go to start from the rock bottom, that is the trial court, because you are going to learn all the basics and trial in trial court only. And once you know the intricacies of trial, you are going to be a good trial lawyer. And for a trial lawyer, cross examination is the key to the success. So you must go to the trial court first, find a senior in the trial court, do work in the trial court, and then start climbing. Because once you are through, thereafter you can go to the high court also, because high court basically trial you will not learn. Once you learn the art of trial, then appearing before the joint registrar, conducting evidences there also will be very easy for you. Then you can go anywhere, as a matter of fact. But generally what happens, a trial court makes a very good lawyer, but otherwise it's vice versa. If a person, with all respect, coming from a different higher court, comes to the trial court and is a novice, he doesn't know how to put questions, then he will be putting himself into a lot of trouble there before the court. And
Sir, but
don't ever try to skip that stair. Okay, that is not
right.
success.
बट सर मैंने ऐसे सुना है दैट वंस यू स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग तो आपकी फेस वैल्यू काफ़ी मैटर करती है इन द कोर्ट्स. सो इफ़ आई स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट, सो वोंट इट बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू मेक अ स्टैंडिंग इन द हाई कोर्ट इन द कमिंग ईयर्स? क्योंकि वहाँ पर एक बार डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जब एक बार होल्ड बना लेंगे तो फिर वहाँ से स्विच करना कितना आसान या कितना मुश्किल रहता है सर?
देखो, ऐसा है, ये किसने जिसने भी आपको ये चीज कही है ना, ये गलत आपका नोशन है. I was in the trial court for more than 25 years. I shifted pretty late, although I should have shifted earlier. But my father was here in the High Court. He was a trial lawyer, but immediately he shifted to the High Court. He was there in the High Court for more than 50 years. So, question is not this. Once you make a good trial court lawyer and you start appearing in the High Court, naturally, if you start arguing, you argue well, you get the relief for your client, you will also start having face value. Face value is, what do you call a face value? Everybody doesn't have a face value. You see, please understand one thing. If you have good command over the fundamentals, so you can make a good lawyer. And once you make a good lawyer, face value automatically will follow. Don't think face value will ever work. No, it's not like that. We have people coming from the lower courts who argue very well. They get relief because they know the law. If you know the law, if you are able to converse well before the court, sky is the limit for you. Leave aside everything. Face value, you are going to develop that face value in yourself in a very short span of time. Have that in your mind that you don't have to take a shortcut. You have to put in all the best effort which you can before the trial court. Make yourself a good trial court lawyer and then switch over to the High Court. Who stops you? Nobody stops you. You can start from the High Court also, but then you will not be able to do justice to yourself.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really very informative and insightful hearing you. अगर आपसे कुछ guidance हमें
Anytime,
personally चाहिए हो तो
anytime,
हम आपको कैसे
anytime,
approach कर सकते हैं सर?
anytime. You are more than welcome. कभी भी आप आ सकते हैं. मेरी चैम्बर है, हाई कोर्ट में है. So you can come to the chamber. I am based here in High Court also and lower court also. तो जब भी कभी आपको कोई जरूरत पड़े, आप बेधड़क होके आइए और कोई प्रॉब्लम हो पूछिए. Anytime.
Thank you so much, sir.
And
Thank you.
two requests I have of people. First of all, please understand that whatever sir has said to all of you in your questions and queries today, दे आर गोल्ड. ये जो एक एक शब्द जो आया ना, इट्स वेरी वैल्यूएबल. आप इस वजह से कि आपको किसी ने कुछ बोला है या आपने कुछ सोचा है या प्री कंसीव्ड कोई नोशन है, तो प्लीज आप उसको ना जस्ट लेट इट बी एंड ऑल्सो जस्ट ट्राई टू एम्ब्रेस व्हाट ही हैज सेड. एंड उसको आप धीरे धीरे आप देखोगे ना, तो आपको वो सारी चीजें इवेंचुअली लाइफ में यू विल सी ऑल ऑफ देम फॉल इनटू प्लेस. बट ये जो एक एक बात जो है ना, इट्स वेरी वेरी वैल्यूएबल. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू प्लीज जस्ट ट्राई टू अप्रिशिएट. थोड़ा और सोचना कि सर ने अगर कुछ बोला जो शायद आपको एकदम से रेजोनेट भी नहीं किया हो, वो क्यों उन्होंने कहा. एंड इट कम्स फ्रॉम अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस.
I had my father, when I joined the profession, I had my father here in the High Court. And one of the, as luck would have it, when I joined, there were 2 or 3 new judges were elevated. And at the tea party, when my dad introduced me to them, the first question which was put to me was, "Where are you?" I said, "Sir, I am here with my father." The moment I said that, they looked at my dad and told him, "Mr. Dhir, what are you doing? He should not be with you. He should be in the trial court with some senior. Put him there." So I was immediately shifted from the High Court to the lower court. And rest, of course, now is history. That's what it is.
है ना, कई बार कोई बातें कड़वी होती हैं, तो ये सब लोगों के लिए सही. तो भी मैं इस मोमेंट में सारे अपने जो मेरे साथी कलीग्स और जो साथ के जो स्टूडेंट्स और बच्चे जो हैं उनसे बात कर रहा हूँ कि गाइस जस्ट प्लीज द वैल्यू ऑफ व्हाई वी आर डूइंग दिस आल्सो दिस इनिशिएटिव. इसमें ये सब सिर्फ सीनियर्स की ब्लेसिंग्स हैं. ये पूरा सिर्फ आशीर्वाद के तौर पे है जो हमें मिल रहा है इस टाइम पे, है ना. तो ये हमारा सौभाग्य है पहली बात कि हम किसी वजह से यहाँ पर इस मोमेंट पर हैं कि ये बात हम कर पा रहे हैं. और ये सबसे बड़ी ये ब्लेसिंग तो इन सीनियर्स से ही आ रही है जो अलग अलग ओकेजन्स पे दे टेक आउट टाइम. वक्त निकालना बहुत बहुत टायरिंग होता है. इस टाइम पे भी जैसे सर ने जो वक्त निकाला है
ग्रास रूट से
फ्राइडे के
शुरू
दिन.
करो और कभी भी ये मत सोचो कि वो कोई कोर्ट छोटी है. डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट छोटी नहीं है, सबसे जितने अच्छे लॉयर्स आए हैं वो सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट से ऊपर आए हैं, ये याद रखना।
और ये गोल्ड बोला है सर ने कि जब तुम्हें यही नहीं पता ना कि उसमें एक सवाल क्या पूछना है सामने वाले से, तो उसके बाद हाई कोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट तुम लगाओ, कहीं पर भी खड़े हो जाओ ना, ये समझ में आएगा कि सामने वाले ने क्या पूछा। जजेस पूछते हैं क्वेश्चंस, यही नहीं पता वो पूछना क्या चाह रहे हैं, हम इधर उधर हवा में बीटिंग अराउंड द ब्रुश, तो वो जवाब नहीं आ पाता। तो फिर वो अपने आप में वो प्रैक्टिस और फेस वैल्यू वगैरह वो तो मेरिट से ही बनेगा, धीरे धीरे आराम से, जस्ट गिव इट टाइम, इट्स अ स्लो प्रोफेशन, इट्स नॉट अ,
और
जैसे
जो
सर ने
और जो
शुरुआती सर
जस्टिस,
सबसे पहली चीज सर आपने कही थी कि नो शॉर्टकट्स।
हाँ, जो जस्टिस ग्रास रूट से आती है ना, वो प्योरेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ जस्टिस होती है, याद रखना।
तो सर गोल्ड सर, मैं तो सर आई एम टेकिंग नोट सर थ्रू आउट दिस वाइल, अभी देखो मेरा हाथ जाता है बार बार इधर कुछ लिखने। तो अच्छा सर, वील जस्ट टेक वन फाइनल क्वेश्चन फॉर टुडे सर, वी हैव गॉन मच ओवरबोर्ड। वो सलाद जी, सजाद जी हमारे आगे वापस, हाँ सजाद जी, सलाद जी, आर यू देयर?
Yes, yes, I'm here. Am I audible?
Yes.
Good to hear. Sir, a little I'll tell you about Sajad also. Sir, we've met through this initiative itself.
Hmm.
And Sajad he's from Kashmir. He's doing a Kashmir Law Circle over there.
Hmm.
तो इट्स अ सिमिलर सॉर्ट ऑफ जैसे सर हमारा ऑनलाइन होता है, ये लोग मेरे ख्याल से वहाँ ऑफलाइन करते हैं, ये लोग दे डू ऑफलाइन क्लासेस
Hmm.
with a lot of people. So Sajad, briefly, just since we have a paucity of time, thoda if you want, tell us a little about what you guys are and what you guys do, and then please your question.
Oh, thank you, Keshav sir, and thanks sir for your time and thanks for
No, that's
organizing this
absolutely all
class.
right.
So, as Keshav sir mentioned, my name is Sajad. I come from Kashmir, and currently I'm in Japan for one of their programs.
Oh.
So we run an organization called the Kashmir Law Circle, working on social legal issues, where we have a group of young lawyers and law students. So we try to give them exposure. Even we are getting exposure. I'm not any expert, so we are trying to learn.
Yes, good you're in Japan. Yeah, it's very good to hear that.
Yes.
Please,
So
continue.
trying to connect the dots. And recently I was talking to Keshav sir, can we have an initiative in Delhi for Kashmiri law students of internship initiative? Because I have seen across my life, Kashmiri students don't know about the different styles, different lifestyles, different sectors of law. They are limited to J&K High Court and district courts only. They don't know about internship cells and how they can grow us, how they can progress, how we can progress, how we can move ahead. So I thought there is a communication gap. There is a gap between Delhi and Kashmiri law students. The exposure Delhi law student has, but Kashmir student doesn't have that. So I want to break. I want to break that. So it's a request if we can start a campaign, if we can start an initiative for Kashmiri law students, especially in Delhi.
No, but tell me one thing. We had sent a wonderful judge to your High Court as a Chief Justice. Did she not do anything for the lawyers there? Justice,
No,
I'm talking Mittal. I think there couldn't have been a better person than her who would have taken the initiative.
obviously, sir, she could have done, but you might be knowing that recently our High Court Bar Association president is under PSA. Our general
Yes.
secretary under PSA. So the atmosphere is not such key. We can do such activities at a larger level. So there is a parallel bar which has been established by the government which is a support of government, that's called the Kashmir Advocates Association. So maybe they don't want to get in the politics of associations. So that's why we want to start from the very basic learning, very
पॉलिटिक्स में तो
basic.
सजा देखो कोई भी नहीं जाए, पॉलिटिक्स तो एडवोकेसी का एंटी थीसिस है, पॉलिटिक्स तो विल बी एब्सोल्युटली ऑपोजिट है ना, कोई भी वकील तो पॉलिटिक्स में कभी जाएगा ही नहीं। बट एज फार एज द इंटर्नशिप थिंग इज कंसर्न्ड,
One thing I would like to add here, sir, is that advocate आपकी है Meenu Pada. She is from Kashmir and is also working on that line which we just mentioned. We can definitely work on such line also. She's also on that.
I guess she is from Jammu, Nikhil Pada's wife, right?
Meenu Pada.
I know her. But we are not connected. But I have heard her name.
She's also working. You can. Why don't you get connected to her? I think that is probably going to 1 and 1 11.
Oh, that's great. I would love to get connected.
हाँ
So
सजा तुम यार,
we will-
सर मेरे को इतनी खुशी हुई ये बच्चे, अच्छा प्लीज।
हम भी अगर हमारा भी एक है यहाँ पे प्लेसमेंट वगैरह के लिए होता है, हाई कोर्ट का भी वो हमने फोरम बनाया हुआ है और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट्स का भी है, हाई कोर्ट की हमारी, मैं आई विल गिव इट टू केशव, so you can take it from her. जो भी मेल आईडी वगैरह होगा, वहाँ पे आप जो भी आपके हैं आने वाले बच्चे करना चाहते हैं, वो अपना रिज्यूमे वगैरह यहाँ फॉरवर्ड करें. We will probably definitely try to help them in placement.
That's great. That's great, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Fantastic, sir. Actually, quite nice. So, as a matter of fact, I'm thinking that we should also, as Vestralex, also we should probably have some sort of a elaborate
Yes.
internship program, because right now, so we have some blessings from lawyers, senior lawyers across India. तो इस टाइम पे तो सर वी कैन एक्चुअली डू समथिंग वेरी वेरी कंस्ट्रक्टिव, कुछ बहुत ही अच्छा शानदार किया जा सकता है सर. आशीर्वाद आप सबका लगेगा इसमें, और कुछ
बिल्कुल
ऊपर
बिल्कुल
वाले का
करो,
थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा कुछ
करो, बिल्कुल करो, बिल्कुल करो.
So I have
Certainly,
shared
sir.
my
ये
website
सब
in the chat box. Please, whosoever.
मेरा भी ये, this is also one of my visions also what you are saying.
That's great.
सही आप सबका विजन ही है, जिसको हम सब बच्चों का काम है साकार करना. एंड होपफुली सर विद आई एम एब्सोल्युटली वेरी वेरी हैप्पी. मेरे को बड़ा अच्छा लगा कि बिकॉज आई रिमेम्बर दैट आई गॉट इन टच विद सजाद जिस टाइम पे हमारी क्लास हो रही थी सर, उसी टाइम के अराउंड जब आपकी क्लास हुई थी. So we were also just seeing and looking at things as to how India is such a diverse and beautiful country, and law, I think, sir, is the main thing which integrates the entire country. So constitution and how beautifully everything is crafted in this country, and obviously politics of things are there. वो तो politicians बैठे हैं, वो seasoned लोग हैं. जैसे सर यहाँ पर हम experiences discuss कर रहे थे, वैसे वो politicians का होता है कि हाँ पापा भी politician थी, उनके पापा भी थे, उनके पापा भी थे. तो वो सर वो अलग ही कहानी है. बट हाँ, इतना है कि इस टाइप से अगर सर सारे यंग बच्चे अगर यही हमारे संविधान को आगे बढ़ाते हैं, तो उससे अच्छा तो मेरे ख्याल से सर कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता. एंड ये आपका आशीर्वाद भी सर अभी मिल गया इनको, इससे ज्यादा तो और क्या, व्हाट कैन बी
जो
बेटर.
हमारे हाथ में हम कर सकेंगे तो हम जरूर करेंगे, उसमें कोई हमारे को कोई दो राय नहीं है इसमें ना करने के लिए. व्हाटएवर इज देयर, अगर हमारे ध्यान में है तो हम करेंगे, जरूर करेंगे. व्हाई नॉट. बच्चों को आगे
है ना सजाद, whenever you are back in India, जब दिल्ली आओगे तुम, तो उस टाइम पे we'll definitely all meet.
Sure.
And wish you the best with this internship जो तुम चाह रहे हो, ये एक internship endeavor जितना अच्छा हो सकता है. मैं तो बोलता हूँ यार, all success to you. आप करो इसको अच्छे से अच्छे तरीके से.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
को आप याद कीजिए, उनको बोलिए कोर्ट में आके बैठ के देखें, सीनियर से मिले, बहुत अच्छा लगेगा उनको. And read as much as they can. That's how they are going to be a successful lawyer.
Right. Thank you.
Sir, now what do I say, sir? Sir, it's just so wonderful. It's such a wholesome conversation with you always.
I do hope that.
शक्ति हैं आप मेरी, अब ये फैक्ट्स हैं सर ये दुनिया के. तो ऐसी सर इसी किस्म से ऊपर वाला, वो ये खुद तो आ नहीं सकता, तो वो गुरु भेजता है, और उनसे ही ये मेरे को सौभाग्य मिल पाया कि आपसे सर इस किस्म से एक मुलाकात इस किस्म की हो पाई, एक इस किस्म का आपके साथ एक जो भी सर एक कनेक्शन बन पाया. और आपका सर इसमें ब्लेसिंग है, इसमें सर की ब्लेसिंग है. एंड वी जस्ट प्रे सर दैट ये आपका, हम किसी सेवा में आपके लायक आ सकें कभी. यही सर यही इकलौती मैं तो प्रार्थना बोल सकता हूँ.
Opportunity to be amongst so many of you and express my views, whatever it was a candid kind of a conversation, but I also thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so very much once again to you all for being there.
But sir, there's still many questions which are left, and many topics which need to be still further gone into. And obviously, sir, all of this conversation, it's going to be very valuable for anyone who's going to see it ever in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your.
Sir, I wish you all the very best for all of your endeavors, and at the same time, sir, I just pray that ऐसी आपकी शक्तियां सर सिर्फ बढ़ती रहें, और हम सब बच्चों तक ऐसी आपका आशीर्वाद आता रहे, और हम सब भी इस लायक बने कि आपका नाम रोशन करें.
Thank you very much, and God bless you always. May you keep on climbing the stairs of success, as I already said that. I want to see you on top.
Very kind of you, sir.
So thank you very much for your valuable time, sir.
Thank you so much, Gulshan ji, and thank you so much, Keshav, once again for having me there.
Gulshan ji, आपकी इंटर्नशिप एप्लीकेशन भेज रहे हैं हम सर के पास.
सर ने पास कर दी है.
अच्छा, वो मुझे पता नहीं लग पाया. It's fantastic. It's just fantastic, sir. Dhir sir, again, with folded hands, sir, it's just a blessing. And at the same time, I hope and I look forward to have this occasion with you sometime again in the near future. and
My
hopefully
pleasure.
in something offline also, sir. So hopefully something offline also, I'm hoping.
Thank you.
So, sir,
Thank
with
you.
that, sir, I thank everyone who has joined and participated so far. If you've been watching online, if you've been watching offline, I sincerely pray that you've benefited from this conversation. And obviously, sir की आशीर्वाद भी आपके साथ है ही अगर आप यहाँ तक अभी तक टिके हुए हैं इसके अंदर. And I also request you to kindly, it's a very humble initiative है ना, हम सब सारे भाई हैं, सब भाई बहन मान लो, ठीक है, जो जैसे देखना चाहे. तो मेरी सबसे यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज सपोर्ट कीजिए इसको, इनिशिएटिव को. आपके जो भी फ्रेंड्स हैं उनके बीच में आप सर्कुलेट कीजिए. इट्स अ फैंटास्टिक प्लेस टू कम एंड स्पीक टू द सीनियर्स. एक्चुअली दैट्स द बिगेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इट, कि वो जो अंदर का जो हिचक है ना, वो निकाल पाने के लिए सीनियर्स को बड़ा अच्छा लगता है हमारी जो भी ख्याल होते हैं ना वो सुनना. कि एटलीस्ट पता तो चलता रहता है कि हो क्या रहे हैं आजकल के बच्चे, सोच क्या रहे हैं. तो हम वो उनको बताते हैं, बदले में वो हमको बताते हैं कि क्या अच्छी चीजें हैं जो हमारे लिए फायदा कर सकती हैं. So with that, I pray that it's been a very beneficial session for everyone, but definitely for me personally and for entire team Vestralex, on behalf of whom I thank you once again. And sir, I seek your permission to end this class today.
Thank you very much once again. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for participating, and we wish you the best of times and the best of legal profession.
Wish you all a very
Thank you.
happy Dussehra.
Wish you all the happiest of the Shera and
And
all the
happy
holidays.
happy
Thanks.
Navaratri.